I'm Laura Hoy for Benzinga, and here's a look at what you can expect from the markets today, Wednesday, October 2nd. Asian markets took the news of the U.S. government shutdown calmly, as most investors are expecting to see Democrats and Republicans in Washington come to an agreement which would end the shutdown sometime soon. The longer the government halt persists, the less likely the Federal Reserve will be to cut down on its stimulus spending. Billionaire Carl Icahn tweeted about a Monday night dinner date with Apple's CEO, Tim Cook. The tweet caused Apple's shares to rise 2%, as Icahn was apparently pressuring Cook to do a $150 billion buyout, which he says will cause Apple's shares to rise above $700 a share. Rumors have been circulating that some of Microsoft's largest investors have been lobbying the board to pressure Bill Gates to step down in order to make substantial changes to the company. The US and South Korea have created a new strategy which takes into account North Korea's long-range missile programs and chemical weapons in order to take a more tailored approach to preventing an attack. While most are not expecting to see any major policy changes at the European Central Bank meeting today, the bank is expected to take some of the shine off the euro by hinting at another long-term refinancing operation at the press conference following the meeting. Asian markets were mostly higher. The Japanese Nikkei was the only index to post a loss, down 2.17% as investors took profits. The South Korean Kospi was mostly flat, and Indonesia's JSX composite was up 0.79%. China's markets were closed for a holiday. European markets were mostly lower. The UK's FTSE was down by 0.85%. The Eurozone Stock 600 lost 0.71%. The Spanish IBEX was down by 0.39%. And the German DAX was down by 0.65%. In commodity markets, energy futures were mostly lower. Brent futures were down by 0.30%, and WTI futures were down by 0.51%. Gold gained 0.46%, but silver was down by 0.19%. Industrial metals were lower across the board, with zinc posting the largest losses, down 2.09%. In currency markets, the pound gained 0.17% against the dollar, but the euro gained just 0.06% against the dollar. The yen was up 0.55% against the dollar. Newport Mining was down by 0.37% in pre-market trade after suffering a sharp loss of 3.17% on Tuesday. Alcoa fell 3.03% in pre-market trade despite Tuesday's gain of 0.62%. Citigroup continued to suffer from the fallout of an ongoing legal battle and lost 0.91% in pre-market trade. Carnival continued its downward spiral, falling 5.67% over the past 5 days and 0.86% in pre-market trade. Joy Global was down 0.60% in pre-market trade after improving by 1.12% on Tuesday. Wednesday's economic calendar includes a statement from the Federal Reserve, U.S. crude inventories, the European Central Bank's rate decision and press conference, U.S. construction spending, British construction PMI, and Spanish unemployment change data. And that's it for today's Market Primer. I'm Laura Hoy for Benzinga, wishing all of you good luck on your midweek trades.